Okay, everyone. Today we study chapter 2, sentence structure functions. Here are the content of the chapter. Read carefully. Now, I will tell you about the subject and predicate. In English, every sentence has two main parts. This part called subject and this part is called predicate. If one part's mixed, it's not a complete sentence. And this sentence has two constituents. David is one constituent and Eagles is one constituents. Are you clear? Now, I will tell you more about subject and predicate. Look at this sentence. Ducks, pedal. Duck is subject and pedal is predicate. Okay? And this sentence, she wondered how tall Jack was. Okay? She is subject and wonder how tall Jack was is predicate. Now, we have many ways to identify subject. First, we ask question. We call question test. Look at this. David giggles. So you ask a question. Does David giggle? Does David giggle? So this is subject. Yesterday, Jessica's girlfriend sang beautifully. Yesterday, did Jessica's girlfriend sing beautifully? So this is subject, all right? The door closed tightly. Did the door close tightly? Okay. There are many types of animals on the farm. There many types of animals on the farm? This is okay. The phrase functioning as subject is the one that changes its position when the sentence is so changed. Sometimes the subject is not very clear. So we need to tag to identify the subject, okay? And then this type is very common question tag, right? All right. And now I will tell you another way to test a subject, who and what. David giggles. Who giggles? Okay. Yesterday, Jessica's friend sang beautifully. Yesterday, who sang beautifully? The door closed tightly. What closed tightly? All right. Are there many types of animal on a farm? Oh, in this situation, we don't use, we don't, are there? No, it's not true because you cannot say what there. So the sentence are there many types of animal on a farm. You cannot use what or who to ask for this question. Okay, so now I will tell you another part, very important, that is noun phrases. Okay, in the previous session, we talked about functions subject, and predicate. And now we look at categories, noun phrase and verb phrase. You know, function and category are not the same. Look at this. Now in English, a sentence has this structure, noun phrase, verb phrase. This is the structure rule, the rule. Okay, not meaning rule. It's structure rule, not meaning rule. Yeah, okay. Now look at this. David function as subject. Function as subject. And its category is noun phrase. Noun phrase. Okay. Noun phrase. And giggle function as a predicate. And its category is a verb phrase. Verb phrase. Now, a verb phrase can also be just one word. Okay. Verb phrase can be also one word. And noun phrase can be also one word also. Right. Don't think that. So in this kind of sentence, don't think that noun phrase is more than two words or verb phrase is more than two words. Okay. Now again, subject is a function. Noun phrase, David, noun phrase is a category. Okay. Predicate is a function and verb phrase, Google verb phrase is a category. So if you have a question to ask about ask to find about function and phrase. Now, if you want to ask about a function, you ask, what does this phrase function in the sentence? Okay, what does this phrase function in the sentence? So you ask about function. And if you want to ask about category, you ask, what kind of phrase is it? What kind of phrase is it? Now phrase, verb phrase. Now phrase. So, okay, I will tell you about now phrase. So in the previous slide, we said a subject is usually a noun phrase. Okay. Now, a subject is usually a noun phrase. Let's look inside a noun phrase. A noun phrase has had noun plus modifiers. Modifiers, you know. Every noun has had noun. All right. So what is had noun? Had noun is the most important word. All right. And the other words modify for had noun. Okay. Example, boy. Boy is noun. And you also call noun phrase. Okay. Boy. is a noun, also noun phrase. The boy, noun phrase. Right? Boy, fun, uh, boy. Okay, the boy, noun phrase. All right. So in this sentence, okay, or the big boy, also noun phrase also. So boy is head noun, and the big are modifiers. Or the boy next door is also noun phrase. The boy who is sitting on the bench is noun phrase also. And in boy. Okay, head now. The big, the next door, the who is sitting on the bench. Modify for boy. So you call these modifiers. All right. Look at this. Now, identify noun phrase and verb phrase in the following sentences. Noun phrase, verb phrase. So number one, remind me of you. Now you have 1 minute to finish this exercise. Yeah, verb phrase, noun phrase, noun phrase, verb phrase, verb phrase. Okay, and B and T is not noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase and verb phrase. Now in this slide, we put everything together. All right. We look at sentence structure, sentence function, and sentence categories. You know, this says the boy who uh this is function, this is sentence structure S V O. Okay, and sentence function. The boy who is sitting on the bench function as subject. Plays football very well function as predicate. Okay, and category. What it is? Noun phrase. And what it is? Verb phrase. So now phrase this plus this becomes a sentence. Okay. Two continents, sorry, two constituents and two phrase. One constituent, two constituents, one phrase, two phrase. Okay. Now, dependency and function. So far, we have identified subject and predicate. Now phrase, verb phrase. Now we ask a deeper question. I ask you a deeper question. How are these parts related to each other? Okay. I look at the title, dependency and function. What does it mean? That mean subject and predicate belong together. Okay, so the subject and the predicate are dependent on each other. Okay, each other. This means we cannot have a subject without a predicate. You cannot have a predicate without a subject. If you say the tiger it's not a sentence. If you say plays football very well, it's not a sentence. Okay. You must say the tall girl plays football very well. Okay. So subject and predicate belong together. Appear together. Okay. Appear together. Yeah. Subject and predicates are dependent on each other. All right. Phrases had modifiers, had category of had, and category of race. Had accessory. Modifier optional. Girl, the tall girl. Now, okay. So girl is had is necessary. The toggle is optional. I will tell you about noun phrase and verb phrase. Okay, look at the sample. Yeah, it's now the noun phrases. These are noun phrases. All right. 100 highly recognized books. All right. And books is the head. Highly recognized is a praise. And 100 highly recognized is a praise. One-way function to one-way dependency. High depends on recognize. Highly depends on recognize. Okay, highly recognized. This is a adjective phrase. Okay, highly modified or recognized. Now, look at this example. 100 highly recognized books. Highly modified for recognize. Or okay, and highly recognized is the phrase. Modified for books, all right? And high and 100 is modified for highly recognized books. This is a okay. Yes. Now phrase. Look at this on the table. On depends on the table. The table depends on on. All right. So when I had demands of further expression, the further accessory expression is said complete the head, complement the head, complement of the head. All right. Again, when I had demands of further expression, the expression is said complement the head on the table. On depend on the table. The table depends on on. All right. Two-way function, two-way dependency. Okay. So on cannot appear alone. All right. Um, on must have a table. Okay, appear with them. All right. And the table also cannot stand alone. Okay. And the table is the complement of on. All right. The table is a complement of on. The table is an object of preposition on. Complement of object. Now, I will tell you more about noun phrase and verb phrase. One-way function, one-way dependency, modifier. Two-way function, two-way dependency, complement. Now, Let's move on chapter 3, structure categories. All right. Category. Now you have 1 minute to read about the content of the chapter. Yeah, in chapter 2, we talk about function. And chapter 3, we talk about category, you know, category. Okay. And what does it mean lexical category and phrasal category? Lexical category that is about word level, word level. All right. So lexical category are simple words, simple words. For example, verb, noun, adjective, adverb. All right. So these are word classes, lexical category. How about phrasal category? Phrasal category phrasal level. So phrasal categories are groups of words. Okay. So each phrase is built around a head word. You know, a head word. Okay. Yes. All right. Now praise, verb praise, adjective praise, adverb praise. Now we have four subcategories: proper versus common noun, count versus mass noun. So what is proper noun? Proper noun are name, okay, of name like Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Hoplet. And common noun like university, classroom, the book. Count nouns like an uh, cardinal number, uh, plural form, a big house, an apple, 20 buses, children, and mass noun like uncountable nouns, love, loyalty, and empathy. So, okay, somebody say countable noun and or count noun, and somebody say mass noun, uncountable nouns. The same, same. All right, okay. And a proper noun are always capitalized, right? Capitalized. Common noun are name of one or more or all members of a class or group and do not require capital like boy, cat, city. Concrete nouns. Oh, concrete noun. And the name thing that reader can perceive with their senses like a deck, symphony, smoke. Abstract nouns. Name intangible quality and ideas such as liberty, sweetness, love, bravery. So how to translate this into Vietnamese? Danh từ cụ thể, danh từ trừu tượng, danh từ chung, danh từ riêng. All right. Collective nouns refer to a group of people and can take a singular or plural verb. Okay. Collective nouns may be singular if a word is used to mean a single group or unit. Yeah, collective nào là danh từ tập hợp. All right. That refer to a group of people. Okay. Collective nouns. It can be singular or plural. All right. Now, family is a basic element of society. So in this case, we use it, is, which, that. And the government wants to improve its image. The crowd which has gathered here is a cheerful mood. All right. And plural if the word is used to mean all the member of the group, my family. are going to work out this week. Okay. In this case, we use they whole the teacher staff want to improve their image. Okay, my family full health should come back. All right. Now praises. Now praises consists of a had now and modifying words. All right. Now praises. A now praise can perform different function. Subject. Okay. The boys in the dark blue are my son. I love the lecturers in public. This is deal. Deal mean what does it mean? Deal. Deal is direct object. I offer the girl next door is the big boutique. So what is IO? IO here is indirect object. OP. I went out with the man next door last year. With the man next door last night. So OP means object of preposition OP. Okay. So you have three kind of object. Direct object, indirect object, object for preposition. And SC. Peter is a student at my yesterday, so SC here, SC is C is compliments. Complement modified for S. OC, OC. Okay. Jesus called them his beloved disciple. So OC mean complement here modified for object. SC complement modified for subject, and complement modified for object. Adjective. Okay. Right. Adjective. Now, read carefully. Adjective are set to modify now. All right. In comparison, adjective may be in comparison by more, modified by intensifies, very too, very tall, too tall, made negative by employ, unemployed. Okay. Adjective. An adjective is a word that describes the quality or the state of something. It is a modified or attributive adjective when it goes right after or before a noun. She's a beautiful girl. I want some intelligence. I want someone intelligent. Okay. Yeah, beautiful, most beautiful support for a girl. Intelligence support for someone. It is a subject complement and a predicate adjective. Predicate. Pre, predicative adjective when following a linking verb. Linking verb, yeah, is a linking verb. The plan seemed incomplete and unusual expensive. Subject. Uh, this is subject complement. Adjective praise, IP. Adjective praises consists of a main word, which is an adjective and is modified. Okay, look at the sample. Look at the information on slide. An adjective praise may be a different function, modify. Okay. Active boy, very active boy. Modify. The film unsuitable to children under 15. Modify for the film. Okay, unsuitable to children under 15. This is a active race. Unsuitable to okay. Uh very charming. Very charming. Modify for the noun. The exercise is extremely difficult. All right. Object. Obsi. Obsi. Okay. This is uh active race. Adverb. 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 The derivational suffixes li, wise word as free from like. Okay. So look at this. I can short adjective into their adverb. Adverb show or clarify time, place, manner, and degree. They answer affirm or deny. Usually they answer the question when, why, where, how, and what for. Yeah, an adverb modify verb, adjectives, adverbs, phrases, clauses, and sentences. Now look at example. All right. Beautiful, modify for sing. Severely modify for punished. Sing along, modify for verb. Extremely nice, modify for adjective. Very quickly, modify for adverb. Catch then too bad, modify for verb, right? Yeah, modify, okay, for now, right? For now, for preposition phrase. Luckily, modify for the whole sentence. Okay. Now, adverb phrase contain a head word, which is an adverb and its modifiers. Look at, listen carefully. Yeah, adverb phrase is function modifier. Okay, example. All right. This is very beautifully. Whatever this is adverb phrases. Very distinguished, distrustedly. Okay, okay. Yes, this is adverb phrases. Preposition. All right. I know all of you knows about preposition. Okay. Now you have 1 minute to read about it carefully. Okay. Controlling the weather, the jeep should be controlled. This is prepositional phrase. Coming home late. I found a man in my room. This is present participle phrase. All right. Okay. Now prepositional phrases. Uh, Prepositional phrases consist of a preposition as a head word and its object. Like okay, PP. You call PP is prepositional phrase. It PP include P is preposition and noun phrase. Example, on the beach now. So on the hat, the big now is noun phrase. Okay, on the preposition, the big now is noun phrase, and on the beach now is a preposition phrase. Okay, so the the function of preposition phrase. Preposition phrase may function as a noun, as a noun. All right, as a noun. Subject, okay, subject as object class. All right, I refer in class. Object, direct object. Okay, and function behind the wall, from behind the wardrobe as object for preposition. Under the table is as complement, right? Complement. And I find your explanation over the head. Object for complement. Over. Oh, okay. So one, two, three, four, five, and it function as a modifier for now. All right. My son is a boy near the window, so this is function as an adjective modifier for the boy. Okay. The smile on Jack's face faded at the news. Okay. And it also an effort work work with each team person, work with each person when you set the fuse. Due to the bad weather, the plan arrived on 1 hour late. Okay, so person one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. So prayer person praises have seven functions. Any infinitive phrases consists of an infinitive verb as a head word followed by its object, modifiers, or complements. Okay, in this is infinitive phrase. The same infinitive and object or complement or modifier. Now, infinitive phrases may act as a noun. Okay, to eat a lot of vegetables every day is good for health. They are trying to build a fire. To study English effectively, the best way is to be in an speaking environment. All right. I consider to study this way to waste time. Okay. An attitude. A test to check cultural level. All right. It's needed for the fast people. An effort. We use dynamite to demolish the building quickly. To pass the final exam, you must study hard. Okay, this is all right. And in some circumstances, the infinitive may take a subject. Okay, a subject. The coach wants his players to learn patience. Okay, so His players to learn. His players is the subject of to learn. All right. This is the infinitive phrases and function in the sentence. Okay, and children phrases contain a children as a head word and its objects, modifiers, and complements. Okay, this is sample. Right, you have 1 minute to read about it. Swimming every day. Subject. I enjoy swimming in the morning. Direct object. I give studying English all my favor. Indirect. Direct. Before going to school. OP. Most children hobby is playing in the rain. SC. I fight to live this way, being in prison. OC. 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 Next, we talk about present participle phrases. PPP. Present participle phrases consists of a present participle as head word plus its object, modifier, or complement. Now, example. Oh, it functions as an adjective. The boy sitting near the window is a new friend, a new student. Effort. The little children rushes into my arm, crying loudly. Okay, modify for crushes. Coming home, I found my dog poisoned. All right, effort. Past participle phrases. Okay, contain a past participle as a head word followed by its modifiers. Here are sample and function. An adjective, a verb. Now, participle phrases must share the same subject with a main verb. Okay, let's move on. Absolute phrases. Now, read carefully. What does mean absolute phrases? That means cấu trúc tuyệt đối. So this phrase is modified for the entire clause. Okay, rather than one word. Example. Now an absolute present as an exact, an adverb phrase, a modifier, and an adverbial. Look at this. The child being hurt on the playground. The parents due to city. Okay. This modify for the whole set. Let's see. All right. Determiners. Determiners is a word that patterns with a noun. It precedes a noun and signals that a noun is soon to follow. determiner can be divided into the following general classes. Art, that's mean article. Demonstrative. Pause, positive. Possessive. And deed, whole, determiners. Okay, DET, quantifying determiners. All right, exercise. Okay, you can do it. All right. Now use snipping tool, capture the screen and do exercise for me. Exercise. Verb phrases. Oh, lesson is so long. Okay. Verb phrases. A verb phrase consists of main verb, its auxiliary, object, complement, or modifiers. Verb phrase as the predicator of the sentence. David giggle. So giggle is a verb phrase. The small boy is sleeping. It's verb phrase. Paul usually go to school early with his friend. Verb phrase. The boy is playing chess with his friends in the class. Verb phrase. Okay. Now, transitive verb. Transitive verb is one that demands a single noun phrase to complement it. The noun phrase that complements a transitive verb is said as a direct object. Tăng ngữ trực tiếp. Okay. Look at this. The woman cooks delicious food. So delicious food is the object for the verb cooks. And cooked delicious food is the verb for the sentence. The woman cooks delicious food. Okay, verb phrase, noun phrase. All right. Intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is one that does not demand any further constituent in the verb phrase. Example, Peter danced. This is intransitive. Okay. All right. Now, ditransitive verb require two noun phrase complement. The verb told need two complements like his mother in a story. Okay, it's noun phrase. And two the noun phrase modified for the verb told. So the verb told is called ditransitive because it needs two objects. Complex transitive verb. Oh, complex transitive verb take two components as another object and an indirect thing and an object predicated. Okay. Uh, Mark finds his old jokes extremely funny. Modify for Joe. Extremely funny. Modify for Joe. Okay. And uh, his friend Joe's extremely funny. Modify for verb. Fine. Complex sensitive verb. Look at sample. Okay. All right. complex transitive verbs, predicatives. Here, summary. All right, look carefully. Now, exercise. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you thank you very much for listening to me. And now, look at the exercise I get you on Moodle and finish exercises. And try to uh, click the link for checking attendance and finish for me. Thank you very much.